BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
Donald Trump lauded a great meeting with Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese during a high-profile dinner at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in Jeonju, South Korea, a mere 10 days after their initial encounter. The American leader's positive remarks, delivered in the presence of other regional dignitaries, underscored a burgeoning cooperative spirit between the two nations. Albanese, following a recent successful trip to Washington, found himself seated alongside President Trump at the Apec Gala, an event convened in anticipation of Trump's much-awaited discussion with Chinese President Xi Jinping. This significant gathering, attended by leaders from New Zealand, Canada, Thailand, Singapore, and Vietnam, was held in the picturesque tourist town, signaling a renewed focus on regional economic ties. During his address to the assembled officials, Trump singled out the Australian Prime Minister for particular commendation, highlighting their productive exchange in Washington. "We had a great meeting a week ago," Trump stated, emphasizing the positive trajectory of their bilateral relationship. He went on to praise Albanese's leadership, noting, "You've done a fantastic job. We're working together on rare earths. But we're working on a lot of things together. And it's all working out very well." This endorsement from the U.S. president suggests a deepening alliance focused on strategic resources and a broad spectrum of shared interests, promising significant implications for global supply chains and economic stability. Prime Minister Albanese reciprocated the warmth, greeting his American counterpart with a firm handshake as leaders assembled for their official photograph, a gesture that visually reinforced the cordiality of the moment. Last week's visit to the White House had been widely hailed as a diplomatic triumph, culminating in a multi-billion-dollar agreement that grants the United States enhanced access to Australia's vital mineral reserves. This strategic pact positions both nations to capitalize on the growing demand for critical minerals essential for modern technologies and defense. The Apec summit also served as a backdrop for other significant diplomatic maneuvers. President Trump concluded final details of a previously contentious trade deal with South Korean President Lee Jae-myung. In his opening remarks at the dinner, Trump expressed satisfaction with the progress, stating, "We made our deal, pretty much finalized it," while specific details of this finalized trade arrangement were not immediately disclosed by the White House. The announcement itself signals a potential easing of trade tensions and a clearer path forward for economic cooperation in the region. However, the atmosphere of collaboration was not universal. In a public statement on the social media platform Truth Social, President Trump indicated a temporary cooling of relations with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, citing ongoing trade disputes. "For those that are asking, we didn't come to South Korea to see Canada," Trump declared, underscoring his commitment to prioritizing American interests. Despite this public stance, both leaders were in attendance at the Apec dinner, seated at the same table, albeit on opposite sides, and acknowledging each other's presence. This juxtaposition highlighted the complex and often delicate nature of international diplomacy, where cooperation and contention can coexist. The Apec summit represents the latest in a series of high-stakes diplomatic engagements for Prime Minister Albanese, who has been actively traversing the globe to advance Australia's interests. Recent weeks have seen him undertake significant trips to the United States, twice, the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, Malaysia, and now South Korea. Reflecting on his extensive diplomatic efforts, Albanese articulated his overarching objective on the social media platform X. "I'm working with leaders from across the globe to get things done for Australia." He further expressed gratitude for the hospitality extended by South Korea, remarking on the nation's warm welcome, addressing the significance of Australia's participation in multilateral forums like Apec. He emphasized, "Here at Apec we have a seat at the table, and we use it to back Australian jobs, Australian businesses and to create new opportunities for our exporters and investors." This proactive approach underscores Australia's commitment to leveraging international partnerships to foster domestic economic growth and create new avenues for trade and investment. The Prime Minister is scheduled to hold his annual leaders meeting with the South Korean president, further solidifying bilateral ties and charting a course for future collaboration.